Alright, hello YouTube. G with Enter the Daggett. And I doubt any of you actually saw any of my tweets or anything like that because I don't have that many people following me. But anyway, I told you I got something new coming up. And I'm going to throw in some fishing and some other outdoor stuff. Right now, I'm actually fishing a kayak bass tournament. It's an online tournament. CPR, Catch, Photo, Release. So we'll see how good we can do today. Hopefully this video turns out. I've also put on an action cam hat on my SA straw hat. We'll see how this works out right here. See if we catch anything. Actually, I probably need to back off because if you can see on my chart there that a lot of structure on the drop-off right there, and I'm actually on the edge of the drop-off, so I'm going to go back around a little bit and try to fish that drop-off. I'm going to fish a worm. When I fish a worm, I'll fish pretty much any color worm as long as it's purple. There you see on that chart, you can see we got a drop-off right here happening, and so I'm going to turn now. I like to face into it when casting rather than fishing to the side if possible. You may see the camera wiggle every now and then, and that is because I have a generative disc, and so I wiggle my head every now and then because it makes the bones fit a little bit better. I don't know why, but more habit probably than anything else now. So what I'm fishing here is an old Lew's BB1NG. These are old. Love these reels. You can't get them anymore unless you buy them off of eBay, and then I don't know what kind of shape they're going to be in at that particular point. But hopefully they last a little while longer. I heard the new Lew's. I did call Lew's and talk to them about, they make a BB1 now, which is kind of a newer version of these. I don't know if it's exactly the same thing or not, but I may get one of those and try them out and see how it is. So we'll see how it goes. Hope you like the new format. Hopefully this audio turns out. If not, I'll have to overdub it. But anyway, like I said, still going to do some motorcycle riding. Those of you who expect to see a motorcycle video probably a little shocked right at the moment. But that's okay. Well, hopefully that'll still keep you entertained. No fishing to some people is like watching grass grow, but it's enjoyable. I enjoy it. I like watching the TV shows on the pro stuff. Well, hopefully we'll catch some fish. As I already did a couple days worth of, well, a couple days, usually like an hour or two here, because before work, after work, near home, and I didn't get any bites. So hopefully I'll get some bites today up in this area. Fishing out of a 2014 Hobie Pro Angler 14. I've had this 5-6 years now. I bought it new. I think it was well, when I say last year's model, not last year's, but it was the previous year's model when I bought it. So I got it a little cheaper than regular retail, because if any of you those who fish, you know that this can be pretty rough. Got a lot of duckweed right here. I don't know if you can see it. Sometimes this place is covered with it. Other times it's not. Right now it's really not. I've been out here when it's just a big bed of it. You can't hardly get through it. So we'll see how it goes. Water temperature's a little cooler now. It's been early August, fished with a friend out here, and it was 90-degree water temperature. We're down to 85, 86 degrees basically. So, no, come on, don't get out there. Whoa, boosh. That's the only thing. Let's see if I can get this back. That went flying by. I am not really sure how that happened. Let's see if we can get out of this. I've got some more configuring to do on this kayak. I've got some more parts coming to make my rod management a little nicer. So essentially what I'm using, the rig I'm using, I used to use back in the 90s when I used to tournament fish out of a bass boat. So There's some old stuff. My line, of course, has been changed. I use a Berkeley Trilene big game line. It got turned on to this line from a guy I fished with as a tournament when I was a non-boater up in Mississippi, or over in Mississippi, and it's a little hard to cast. Once you get used to it, it's easy to cast, but it's supposed to take abrasion really well, and it's green, but you can get any line in green now pretty much, so to me, I believe it disappears in the water a little better. So we'll see. I usually try to fish to my left. I'm right-handed. Hopefully the camera picks things up okay. About I forget who makes it. I can put the link in the description below. I'm either hung on something or something has got this. I think I'm just hung on something. Yeah. And I used it to make the SA straw hat into an Action Cam hat. Action Cam makes a ball cap that has a GoPro mount on the front of it. So I'm using that. One of the things to do is I'll eventually put more cameras on the boat, get some different angles, make it a little bit more enjoyable. In August, when the weather was real warm, actually, we didn't stick the fish because I was with him pre-fishing. But boy, I had a lot of fish carrying my worm around. So I'm hoping, come on, get off of there. There we go. Hoping I can repeat this. And catch a limit today, get on that leaderboard, and then work the rest of the month catching really big fish, unless I can catch me some really big fish right now, which would be really nice as well. Well, this is not a Berkeley rod. This is actually an H2O Express. I bought this at Academy Sports. I think it was like $39. And it's as light as the Ducket. Well, not quite as light as the Ducket, but it is carbon fiber rod, I believe. And I like the sensitivity of it. I do like those Duckets, but you know, it's $100. It's a $100 rod. Bass fishing stuff can get expensive. You put that with a $100-something reel and do that 4 or 5 times, you got a lot of money invested. Fortunately, I did all that investment years and years ago and never got rid of my gear, so I put these old lues up against any of the new reels anytime. No anti-backlash, you just got the, whatever they call this little screw piece on the end. Back off the bank a little bit. There's the part of the lake. We're fishing on Lake Talquin. Water's up a little bit from all the rain it's been having. It's up about 1 foot, I would say. Maybe not quite. Shouldn't affect it out here because you've got a lot of deep water right here, so you know it's 1 foot of water. Other than the shallow areas, they'll make that a little deeper, which I think is a good thing.